Japan greenlights nuclear deal with India. Why was this nuclear deal so contentious? How similar is the Japan agreement to the US deal? Why the nuclear deal seems to be less significant in the present scenario? Does this mean India-Japan nuclear agreement will be terminated if India conducts a nuclear test? GS Paper 2, Bilateral, Regional and Global Groupings and Agreements Involving India and or Affecting India's Interests. What is the context about? Few days back, Japan's ruling party pushed a nuclear cooperation deal with India through the upper house of parliament. Thus it had the way for Japanese exports of materials and technology to the South Asian country. Once India takes similar steps and the governments exchange documents, the deal will take effect, possibly by this summer. From India's perspective, the deal offers hope for solving the severe power shortage that has accompanied rapid economic and population growth. India aims to raise the country's nuclear power generation capacity tenfold by 2032. Why was this nuclear deal so contentious? The deal is contentious because India has not signed the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, or NPT. The accord prohibits countries from possessing nuclear weapons and related technology, except for 5 nuclear states: the US, Russia, the UK, France and China. India stands to become the first non-signatory to get access to Japanese nuclear tech. How similar is the Japan agreement to the US deal? The agreement with Japan makes an upfront commitment on safety, addressing post-Fukushima concerns, and recognizes the statement made by India before the Nuclear Suppliers Group in September 2008 in the preamble itself. It also combines several updates with International Atomic Energy Agency in the annexure of the agreement. Rest of the agreement mirrors that of the US with advance consent to reprocessing rights in IAS safeguarded facility. Why the nuclear deal seems to be less significant in the present scenario. Toshiba, once a titan of the Japanese nuclear reactor industry, currently struggling due to enormous losses and eventual bankruptcy of its US nuclear unit, Westinghouse Electric. Japan's third major, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, is in trouble too. For the moment, Hitachi and Mitsubishi are not giving up on their overseas nuclear businesses. Recent developments have diminished Japan's previously formidable nuclear capabilities, calling into question its very survival as a nuclear exporter of heft. These circumstances in the nuclear industry, both globally and specifically in Japan, are undergoing tumultuous changes, making the India-Japan deal less significant than it would have once been. Does this mean India-Japan nuclear agreement will be terminated if India conducts a nuclear test? Just like in the India-US Civil Nuclear Cooperation Agreement, a termination clause is built into the agreement. It's identical to the US template, and in both places, the two countries reserve the right to terminate cooperation if India were to conduct a test, as it would violate the September 2008 statement. But it won't be easy, as termination would be a politically and commercially cumbersome process.